Hello friends, my name is AleXarcs and welcome back to some more Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remaster. In this video, I'm going to be talking you through my strategy for beating the 5 million watt light hard gap challenge on the mall. This challenge requires you to score over 5 million points in a single combo with the across the light beam gap on the mall level. Game mods must also be disabled. As with all the other hard gap challenges, you only get experience and cash for completing this. No shiny deck this time round. In this video, I'm not going to be talking about my basic strategy or my character and his stats and tricks. If you want to see that, that's going to be in the first video in this series. I will leave a link to this down in the description below. Okay, so let's jump into the mall. So to start off with, we're going to head through the mall level until we get about halfway down. We're going to be stopping on this slope here, so we're going to turn around and this is where the combo will begin. So we're going to wall plant, wheedle flip, and then mix up our grinds on this rail. We can then special flip onto the light beam, make sure you jump across to get the gap, land in a manual, 900 off the escalator ramp, landing in either a grind or a manual, and then continue grinding down through the mall. Make sure you're jumping off and mixing up your grinds and your tricks to add up your multiplier through this section. You can go left or right here and use the quarter pipes to pull off a special flip. However, I go straight through the middle and use the little ramp to get a wheedle flip. At this point, we're just trying to continue the combo to get to the teleporter that'll take us back to the top of the mall. Manual, jump over the line and manual again. We can then pull a special flip here, revert, manual down this hill to get some speed where we can special air on this ramp, revert, and then manual all the way back down into the mall section. We can then grind these planters here and get the gap series as well. We can then jump onto this ledge on the right to grind, but I don't do it in this case. We can also wall ride here to get a little bit of air where we can pull a wheedle flip. We're now going to grind this rail again and we're basically back at the start of the combo. So we're going to get back down onto these light beams and then we can 900 off this escalator gap. This gives me huge score and I end up dropping the combo at the bottom, but I do land it for 6.4 million, completing the challenge. There is actually an alternate line which I'm going to show you now, which is actually the one I used in my Secret Legend high score video. However, this time I've changed it so I get the across the light beam gap. So to start off, we're going to get our special meter filled at this top level of the mall. We're then going to get a big air here, revert, and then we can jump just before this ramp and special flip down. I didn't pull it off correctly, but if you do, you can get enough speed to then get a big air on that quarter pipe there. We're going to manual down through the mall. We're going to cover this plant gap series here. We can use this rail on the right to get some extra score. I'm then going to just jump up onto the railing here, add in some extra grinds, and then I'm going to flip down onto the light beams. I'm going to get the gap by jumping between them, and then I'm going to 900 off this escalator gap. It's difficult to land that sometimes because you either need to make sure you land in a grind or in a manual, but sometimes the angle that you launch off the escalator at can cause you some issues. Here I do head left and I use this quarter pipe to pull a special flip and then level out to grind this rail here. This lets me add in some base score and also beef up my multiplier with some grinds. Here I get enough air for a little wheedle flip before I grind the escalator, and now we're back to the top of the level. This lets us get some more base score again. However, I end up dropping the combo there for about 6.5 million. I know that with a bit of practice and effort, you'll be able to easily beat this 5 million watt light hard gap challenge. I do hope you found this video informative and helpful. If you have, then please leave a like and a comment sharing how you got on with the challenge, and also please consider subscribing to become a friend today. I'd just like to say though, friends, thank you for watching, stay awesome, bye!